Good morning, good morning. It's Make It Happen Monday, and I want to talk today about why sometimes you just cannot make it happen. Sometimes you simply have to create space for it to happen. So, one of the principles of clean language as a clean language coach is that I'm not there to make change happen, I am there to witness the change happening. So, when people come to me, my job isn't to create change. It isn't to make something happen. It is simply to honour and witness what is happening, and as things change, put the client's attention on it. But also asking questions about what they'd like to have happen, which may well be, so if what they want to have happen is different to what they've got now, then it will be highlighting the change that they want to have happen. So one of the things that we do with clean language, and I just want to share this with you, if I said to you the question today, what would you like to have happen? And you write down what you want to have happen. As a clean language facilitator, one of the things that I'm doing is listening and being coding whether your response is, are you talking about the problem? Are you talking about a remedy? Or are you talking about an outcome? Is it something you want? Or a remedy is something you want less of, because then it will give you what you actually do want. So when people talk about, I want to lose weight, I want to be less stressed, or I want to be less anxious. A remedy tends to be when you want to go away from something, or you don't want something, or you want less of something. And so the question I tend to ask is when you're not stressed, or you've got less anxiety, and when you've lost weight, then what happens? Because the outcome is the thing that they want. So I'm just going to have to wipe a tear from my face. I was coughing a minute ago and I didn't realise that I still had tears going down my face. And the reason I do that is because what I know is if we put people's attention on what they want, then their brain can start working with them, because there's a part of the brain that is pattern spotting, it's looking for evidence, it's trying to collect it. So if you talk about what you want, it naturally, and there is a special name for it, but my brain can't recall it right now, is that it's the reactive type something or other. Somebody will know it who's watching the video. Is that you actually train your attention on what you want, then your brain will be looking for evidence when you have it, when you've had it before, and it will start to help you work out what works. Whereas if we talk about the problem, whilst that can be therapeutic, and there's definitely some time when we want to go, do you know what, I feel really anxious, and it's really important with my listening detective hat on that I acknowledge that. So, and when you're really anxious and what would you like to have happen? But by acknowledging it, it's had a moment of time, and then we're talking about the outcome. And sometimes that anxious, that not relaxed, that losing weight needs more time. It needs to be heard again. And the key thing I'll say to you is that because clean language is about me repeating back your words, the person who's being facilitated gets to hear themselves for the first time. And in my journey of doing all this work, what I've realised is I've spent a lot of time feeling very upset and angry because other people didn't hear me. Other people didn't understand me. And what I didn't know until I started this was that I didn't hear and I didn't understand me, that I wasn't really listening to what I was saying, and I wasn't listening to the impact of what I was saying on myself and my own system. I wasn't listening to how my words were influencing my decision. And when I became consciously aware of what I was saying and what I was thinking, that started to make sense of why I was getting the reaction, the response I was from other people. And so I was wanting other people to understand me on a level that I didn't even understand me. And so I just want to leave you with that thought. I'm playing around with some ideas with the marketing where I'm not going to stress too much about it. I'm going to come up with my musing. So I have Make It Happen Mondays, and we have Feedback Fridays. So that's what the videos are going to be about. I'd love to know, what would you like to have happen this week? How do you need to be? And what kind of resource and support might you need? And those who know, I normally do this video live. It is pre-recorded because whilst you're watching this, I will be buried my head in my book and busy getting the Do Delegate or Ditch book final manuscript ready. Have an amazing week, and I will see you live next Friday. Speak to you soon.